The following is a presentation of the Hello Chicago Network.
Hello, Chicago Network is on the air. Hello, everybody. I'm Ryan Yanishatis, and it's time to focus. And today we're focusing on the Chicago White Sox. Of course, getting a nice win on opening day really started to set the tone. Maybe got the hopes up of White Sox fans. Then, of course, they lose the final two to the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Now let's talk about what happened since then. They lose 2 out of 3 to the Angels. Then the Minnesota Twins come into town. White Sox last Monday able to take advantage, get the W, get the win, and they win the opener. But they do lose the final 2 games of that series, so they do lose 2 out of 3 to the Minnesota Twins. Again, a team that every year everyone thinks that they're going to be it. Ever since Carlos Correa got there, they've kind of been up and down, have the Minnesota Twins. They haven't really exactly played their best baseball when they needed to. I mean, they added Harrison Bader, they got Correa, they got some guys, but they were able to take 2 out of 3 from the White Sox and weather the storm and the cold on the south side. And then, of course, they were able to be a part of the Detroit Tigers home opener, and they lose that series as well. The Tigers face the Dodgers to start the season. They're a young team. Spencer Torkelson, Kerry Carpenter had some big series against the Sox. So, I mean, in a ballpark that the ball doesn't carry. By the way, the Comerica Park was the only field that still had the dirt track from the mound to home plate. No longer there, so now we don't have any Major League Baseball stadiums. So that's just a little tidbit of information. But once again, the White Sox unable to come up. Offensively, defensively, not able to play well. Again, the Tigers, I have them winning the American League Central this year. They are a good contending baseball team, and I think they're able to. And you got to come in and beat teams like the White Sox, and that's exactly what they were able to do. So they lose 2 out of 3 to the Twins. They do lose 2 out of 3 to the Tigers. The only positive, I guess, here for the White Sox is they're not getting swept. At least they are just losing series. They may have got swept in the series against Detroit with Martin Perez going on Sunday. And then finally, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Southsiders. They will continue the road trip. They'll go to Cleveland, face the Guardians. I feel like the White Sox play the Guardians in Cleveland 18 times a year. And now it's going from 3 series to 2 series since you play every team now in Major League Baseball. But it just seems like these two teams are always playing each other. You got to watch out for Jose Ramirez, who's the leader of this team. They lost Josh Naylor, but still, this is always a team that's in there as well. And I think they're always a team you forget about, but still, they're scrappy, they're good, and you got to watch out for them. So we'll see how the White Sox do there. And then they'll return home, and the Dirty Laundry series will come to the south side as they'll face the Boston Red Sox. Garrett Crochet will return, so we'll see if he'll have his start in that weekend series as well. And the White Sox will stay home after that. So they lose 2 out of 3 to the Twins, lose the series to the Tigers, and then, of course, they'll be in Cleveland this week and home to face the White Sox or the Red Sox over the weekend in the Dirty Laundry series. Comment below your thoughts on the White Sox. Is this exactly what you thought was going to happen? Was your hopes up? I know I had Brandon on the show last week. I think his hopes were up a little bit. That 8-1 win over the Angels, and to be able to, I think they shut out the Twins in that first game. Or were your hopes up that maybe this team isn't going to lose as many games as they say? I got the over on them as well, so I think there is going to be a stretch where they are going to play good baseball, and we'll see that, but it's just not right now. We'll see if that'll happen. Comment below, like the video if you like what you hear and see, and comment below. I know if you're a White Sox fan, we're in Cubs corner, so I'm sorry. That's probably not, you're not going to like that part, but like the video nonetheless, and also subscribe to the Hello Chicago Network YouTube channel. Every Monday through Friday, we are focusing on Chicago sports. Tomorrow we'll be focusing on the Bulls and Blackhawks. Blackhawks season almost over. Bulls will be playing postseason basketball. We'll talk about all that tomorrow right here as we're coming to you from the Cubs corner all week long. I'm Ryan Yanishatis from the Hello Chicago Network. We're the focus of Chicago sports.